Hey, I'm Greg, and this is Sam.
Hey there, I'm Ray, and this is Flynn. They just wanted to make a
Say
cameo
hello.
appearance and say hello. So,
Hello.
but I'm pretty sure we can't have them for the whole interview. They're not going to tolerate that. So, well, see you later,
They
guys.
just want to say hi. So we have our friend Amanda here. She's going to be a moderator for the day, and she's going to just basically ask us a couple questions, and we're going to answer them, and we're going to just go from there. It's going to be very casual.
So tell me a little bit about yourselves and your families.
So my name's Greg. I'm 40 years old. I was brought up about 20 minutes south, so my family's really close. My brothers, which I have two of, and I'm a middle child, so there's three of us. And my mom, we spend a lot of time together most holidays. Obviously, we have raised family as well, so we try to like balance the two out. But
It's always fun, isn't it?
yeah, it's always fun. But the good thing about some of the holidays is that we have the balance where one family does it one night and the other does the other. But anyways, so my brothers are around and we see them frequently, and my mom, and she has a pool during the summer, so we go down there and hang out. I'd say at least 2 weekends a month. So
We see Nana frequently.
Mama Bear, as Ray calls her.
Yeah, I nicknamed her when I first met her, Mama Bear. And I'm Ray. I'm 38. Yeah, we'll go with that. No, really, I'm 38. I come from a big family. I have 4 older sisters. We grew up in New Hampshire. I am the only boy, so I always say I had 5 mothers growing up. So that was always a unique experience. Everybody's like, "Were you spoiled? Were you spoiled?" I'm like, "Yep, I sure was."
He's the only boy.
So not just by them either. My entire family, they were so excited that they finally had a boy. I'm not sure if they're happy with what they got, but
I think they are.
I know, I'm just kidding. We do see them frequently as well. I do have a couple sisters who do not live around here, but we speak with them on a weekly basis. One lives in Texas, one lives in Germany. So we've actually had a chance to go to Germany and see her and her wife and their kids, which was nice. But needless to say, we have a lot of family, and it's a great support structure.
Yeah, because I also have my brother who just had a son about 2 years ago, and then my other brother has a daughter that's 9, and I do have an older niece that's 24, so there's a big gap there. But she was like a little sister to me more so than a niece, but she's closer to our age. But so it's been really fun having nieces and nephews on both sides that we can hang out with in different age groups and sort of enjoy their lives and enjoy ours.
And then you asked us a little bit of ourselves. I think the important part is what we do in life, what our careers are. I started out doing voiceovers, and I was in broadcast journalism.
Did you hear the deep voice?
I lived in LA for several years where I was a news writer and also here in Boston. But then I transitioned into online sales. So I work in the wedding industry now.
And I work in IT.
Excuse me.
So I'm an IT manager for an investment firm. Sounds so exciting, I know. So I do work from home a lot. Actually, Ray works from home full time. I work from home about 3 to 4 days a week, so that's actually really good. As we are planning on having a child come into our lives, so we'll have a lot of time in and out of work to spend with them. And that's pretty much it from my work perspective.
When did you two know you were meant for each other?
Oh boy.
Well, it's funny because there's 2 different sides to our stories in regards to
When we knew.
because we met prior to us actually getting back together, and then one summer about 9 years ago I spent a summer in Provincetown with a bunch of friends, and Ray ended up living there doing some
I had never been to the Cape for the summer before, so I'll just jump in here and tell my side. I actually worked for a bed and breakfast, and I worked at a restaurant on the Cape for the summer. Greg had visited for a couple weekends throughout the year, actually almost every weekend, which was awesome. So we really got to get to know each other better there, and that's when I knew that there may be something here.
and I guess for me it was probably after the summer had cooled off, and of course you have those summer loves, so you don't know what's going to happen, and it just happened to be that my dad passed away soon after the summer came to an end. So Ray and I were still together, and he was such a great support system for myself and my family, and that was for me was when I knew that, like, this man is going to be the man that I marry.
And so we got married.
So we got married about 2 years ago. Just our anniversary is in a week and a half.
We're going on 2.
When did you decide you want to adopt?
For me, even prior to me meeting Ray, I've always wanted to sort of have a child or children in my life. So for me, being a gay man, I was like always like struggling with that. But once I met Ray, and Ray and I were two people that had the same similar backgrounds with very tight knit families, it was just something that just came together and natural. So we both started talking about it, and we were both on the same page, which to me was amazing because I've always wanted children, always.
And I grew up in a household where my mother had a daycare, so she had a daycare for over 50 years. So I've always been around children. So naturally, the paternal instinct has always been inside me. So I've always been around children. Always loved children, all ages.
You got to tell her though, how many kids have your mother probably watched?
I think my mother's raised, and I would say raised because she would be with them every single day, for 5 days a week. So well over 1,000 children. So she's
Ray's changed a lot of diapers in his youth.
Well, not by choice. But let's just say I've had training.
And I've had training with my nieces and nephews because my brothers have always been like, here, change the baby, go ahead.
So how do your family and friends feel about you adopting?
They're excited, honestly. I was excited to see their reaction. They gave the reaction I was hoping for, especially my mother. She was over the moon. Of course, again, having raised so many children, she's
like, baby!
Another baby. And I think his mother feels the same way as well.
Yeah, my mother actually has watched both my nieces and now watching my nephew Jack as they grow up, and both brothers and wives had worked during the child's infant stage. So it was really nice that my mother did that, and she has 100% been on board with this since the day we told them. And she was someone who is super supportive of every aspect of our relationship, our process of adopting. She asks, and sometimes she feels that she asks too much because there just isn't news that we can tell them until we have a mom that chooses us. But family and friends on both sides have been amazing. Like truly amazing. My brothers, his wife, our neighbors, they're all asking like, oh, any news on the baby? Any news on the baby? And we're like, not yet. So we're just super lucky, and we just want to bring a child into this world that we get to share what we had as growing up and what we can provide to them as two loving parents. And we just hope that you as the mom, I mean, it's a difficult story for you, and we just want to make sure that you're comfortable with us and we're comfortable with you. And we're just here to do the same thing. I'm a little nervous doing this interview, and you're probably nervous watching it. So I completely get the nerves, but we're just super excited. We're like, we just can't wait.
And I'd like to obviously just say thank you so much for considering us. It is not an easy decision. We truly know that, and thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time to read through our profile. We really truly appreciate it, and do know this child will be well taken care of, and we really will give it as much love as we possibly can.
I second that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.